welcome to Tuesdays at 2. This is a new series that we are going to start. I am Christine with EduPlay Learning and Momspiration 412 Worldwide, and I'm here with my beautiful children,
Ella, Alex.
And today what we're going to do is we are attempting to go live on multiple platforms so then that way we can bring you Tuesdays at 2. And today we're talking about fire safety. It is Fire Prevention Week, and what we're going to do today is just share with you some of the fire safety tips that you can share with your kids, and you can come up with, and we're going to share a little activity at the end that you can do with your kids at home. So stay tuned for all that we have in store for you today. We also are just going to share some of the things that we have up here with us today, right? We have a fun game that we play, which is part of the EduPlay Learning Fire Safety Collection. I recorded a podcast on home education with ease, all about fire safety tips. So this is just going to be a quick little overview, like I said, that you can watch, and you can also watch it with your kids and talk about fire safety with them. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah. All right. Alex he's reading the Clifford book all about fire safety. So what we've talked about is and I asked a lot of you too, I asked the community, what are some of the fire safety tips that you can share with us? And I am just so grateful for your participation. So keep it coming. I have a special guest coming hopefully this week at some point. If not, it'll be within the month. But I'm excited to bring a firefighter to you and do a live interview that way. I also was able to talk with a friend that her son has been in firefighter school, and he was able to share some tips. We had some awesome tips as well. So we're gonna go over all of those, and what I would love for you to do is in the comments, let me know what are some of the fire safety tips that you have and maybe things that you've talked to your kids about. And I would love to know, do you have a fire safety plan? So put those in the comments and let us know where you are joining us from. So then that way we can get connected with you and be able to just chat with you more. All right. So Ella, you want to tell us one of the fire safety tips? Any of them. Go ahead. We even have our poster down here as well.
Yeah, that one might be easier.
All right, you want to do this one? You want to start with this? All right, so Ella, what's the first one?
Never try to put out a fire yourself. Call 911.
Very good. So guys, we have lots of bubbles that come up all the time. I don't even do anything, but apparently the computer liked that. That was a good tip, right? So if there is a fire, don't try to put it out yourself. Never running back into a burning building. Always go and then get help, okay? That's a big, big, big thing. And our safety of knowing how and when to call 911. That's very important. And even within the EduPlay Learning Fire Safety Collection, that is one of the activities that we practice. Practice knowing your parents' number, but also how to dial 911, right?
911 is actually pretty easy.
Go ahead.
It's only 9.
That's right.
And then you
So
call them.
there it is. That is very important. So never go back into a burning building and know when to call 911. All right, let's actually talk about this a little bit more. Let's talk about our fire safety plan, even though we're going to circle around to it at the end.
Well,
What's it say?
like a fire escape plan down here.
All right, make a fire escape plan is one of the tips here at the bottom. And what is a fire escape plan? Can you guys tell me?
A way to get out of the house.
A way to get out of the house.
When there's fire.
Well, a way to get out of the house quickly.
And what do you need to have? A place to meet? No, a place to meet.
Oh.
We need a meeting place. So that is the big part of our fire safety plan, is get out quickly and know where you're meeting your family. Know who was there, take into account pets, all of those things, right? Never run back in for your pets or your belongings, because those are minutes, seconds that could be detrimental, right? All right.
Which is gonna be sad because, like, if that ever happened, our older dog Daisy, she'd obviously like run out.
Yes, you would come
But
out. We would make sure everyone gets out safe. All right, Ella. So,
never touch matches, lighters, or candles.
why? Why is that important? Never touch matches, lighters, or candles.
Because
Why should we never touch them?
they're not toys.
They're not toys. That's
They're
important, right?
fire.
They're fire, right? They're fire, like our cups up here, right? And also, what could happen? You could start a fire. You could get hurt, right? Ella over here with the very blunt answers. I love it. All right. So the next one.
Never put anything over a lamp, heater, or radiator.
So what would that be? What would happen if those things were to happen?
That thing could catch on fire.
They could catch on
Yeah.
fire.
Especially if it's
too
like
hot.
a blanket.
Exactly. So that's something to keep in mind as we are entering the cooler months. Space heaters, keeping them away from drapes, and making sure we're never putting blankets over things like that as well. All right?
Don't stand too close to stoves or fireplaces.
Right? So,
Now, when you're cooking, that's a little bit different.
right, we have to stand a little bit close, but we have to be aware, right?
Yeah.
So we have a gas stove, it has a flame, and we have to be aware of that flame. We have to be aware of when we light the fireplace.
Mhm.
The other thing that I was thinking about was campfires, right? It's getting to be fall, cozy time to get around the campfire, paying attention to what clothes you're wearing. If you have a flannel shirt on, making sure that it's not too loose to be able to catch on fire. That brings us to the next point. If you were to catch on fire, what would happen? What do you need to do?
You need to stop what you're doing.
Stop
Right then and there, right in that
and
and roll on the ground.
Well,
but
what do you have
not on dry ground.
what do you have to do first? Stop, drop, and roll. Very good.
But
Stop.
not on dry ground. Usually you have to do it on wet ground to put the fire.
You just do it wherever. The rolling part puts the fire out.
Oh, then never mind.
Just
This is in your face.
if your clothes catch on fire, don't roll on the carpet.
Well, you want to just stop, drop, and roll, and just that rolling is going to squash the fire, right?
Make sure you roll fast enough it doesn't catch on fire.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna roll.
All right, what else?
Don't cook without an adult present.
Very good. Don't cook without an adult present.
And I don't mean like a birthday present.
Right. Actually, there's some more
Oh yes.
tips here
Never
as well.
hide during a fire.
Right, never hot. That's a good tip. Okay, so why? Why would that be important?
Well, if it's somewhere small, then if it's small and the air and the smoke it's in, it'll fill up easily.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to hide because you want people to find you and get out
Yeah.
safely, right? So you need to make sure if that happens, one, what do you need to do when you're in a room? If a room is filling with smoke, what do you need to do?
Duck down.
Duck down.
Get low to the ground, cover your mouth and your nose, right?
All the
Usually
air's
with
not
your shirt.
fly up.
Right. The fire is going to be up, so the clean air is going to be down low. You're going to crawl to a door, and if you touch the door and the door is
Hot.
should we open it?
No.
No, we should not. So we always need to have how many exits in our
Two.
two exits in a room to be able to
So,
get out. So what are the two
also-
exits in this room?
A window and a door.
Window and the door, right? And if that's hot, we need to get to the window. And what do we have to do for a window?
Get something heavy.
Get something.
Open it. Well, you can open
We'll
it.
open it and then you have to break the screen.
Yeah, you have to get the screen out
Which
of the
pretty
way.
much all you have to do is just punch it really hard.
Punch it or kick it, right?
If it's a little stuck and it's a really bad emergency, I'd break it.
What, the window?
Mhm.
Well, yeah, if you have to break it, absolutely.
And
And
now
so
the
just
difference, though.
screwdriver so you can just
So-
jab it.
Yes, that is true too. Okay, so let's say you're up high, and how do we get down?
Ladder.
All right, well, we don't have a ladder, right? So we have
to the nearest roof.
we have a roof here, right?
I have a roof.
In
Our back porch.
Matthew, yeah.
Matthew? That's your brother, not your
That's
son.
her brother.
That's your brother, not your son.
In Alex's,
Zoe, if you're watching this, that's your father.
in Alex's room, he can jump on the back screened-in porch and then be able to get down that way. Same with our bedroom. Ella's room is above the garage though. So what is something that you can do? You talked about this before. What is something that you can do?
Can I break the floor?
No, to get out your window and to get out safely,
Oh yeah, I can use my sheets. I can tie my sheets together and throw them down.
right? We're gonna,
Also, here's one thing. If you don't know how to tie fast, that's one problem.
It doesn't matter. I mean, even if you just do it quick and then you put it, you know,
You gotta like
connect
make
it.
sure it's secure. Though.
Yeah, connect. Luckily, yours is not too far from.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible drop, right?
Yeah.
But my house where I grew up, it was a very big drop. So what we had to have was a metal ladder that was under my bed, and it went over the windowsill, and then it hung down, and we were able to go out that way.
Like,
so a fire safety ladder.
If the top of the thing is on fire, I can climb on the shingles.
On the roof.
But
yeah.
The shingles
It's
will
a very
slide.
far drop
Right.
though.
Right.
The thing is, I can slide the shingles off and then walk safely.
Oh, you think you could take the shingles off?
No, I could literally just kick the shingles.
Yeah. I guess, well, hopefully we never have to worry about this, right?
Yeah,
But
we're never gonna have to.
It
worry.
is good to have a plan, all right? So we always want to have 2 exits in our room.
Also,
We want to have the meeting place so we know exactly where we're meeting. We get out of the house safely, and we're able to meet and be able to say everyone's accounted for, or this person's still in
or
their bedroom.
Pet is
Yeah,
still in
my
there.
pet, or their bedroom's over there. They may be coming down the side, right? So there's different things.
And
All
like
right,
for Alex, like since he's facing the backyard, he'd have to climb the fence,
right.
which he's pretty good at.
Well, we would be able to probably at that time open the fence, check, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
but also, if Daisy is outside waiting at the door, I quickly go in, open the door, and run out with her.
right. So all right, Ella.
Although she's
She has
kinda
another
hard
one.
to pick up.
She's another one.
Don't play with electrical cords or outlets.
That's a good one. Why? Why would that happen? What is the danger?
Same thing. You could get shocked like a candle. You could die.
Okay. Yes, you could.
First,
And-
shut off.
You could get shocked, and could it cause a fire?
Yes.
If you have too many plugs in one space that's overloaded, what could happen?
It could explode.
Well, a spark, right?
Explode,
Could catch on fire.
Spark.
Right.
They're all kinds of
Same things. All right.
Also,
I'm trying to. What's up, bud?
And test your smoke alarms monthly.
Oh yeah, test your smoke
We
alarms.
have to do that.
do not stick anything into those plugs.
Right.
If there's anything metal that's metal on the other sides, and there's like a carpet nearby, you could slide them in. Take your hands off. The electricity could shoot down off the carpet and could start a fire.
Okay.
And you said that Uncle Matthew
Yes.
with keys.
All right. So yes, he did when he was little. All right. So
Now, if it's a plastic,
some of the other things is, why are we doing this? Why is it important to prepare ahead of time? Why, Ella?
So you don't die.
So you're ready.
So you're
Right.
ready, so you don't
Okay.
die, so you're prepared.
There. How about that? So you're ready, so you're not scared. How about that?
Yeah,
What?
maybe
Well, I just
we
wanted to
can
be
cut that
clear.
part out of the video.
I just wanted to be clear.
Right, you do.
You
So-
could die.
So yes, the biggest thing is knowing ahead of time, what do we need to do, so then that way we're prepared. So in these situations, we are ready. We're not scared. We don't freeze up, but we know how to go and act,
And we
right?
dial 911
Dial
to the
911.
closest
All right.
phone.
Very good. So let me talk about one thing here and make sure we didn't miss any. Check these out. Alex, check in the back here, see if there were any other tips that we wanted to go over.
Smoke alarms need to be heard from all bedrooms, or
Right.
you have to have one in every bedroom.
I think we have one in all rooms, but yes,
Yeah.
testing them monthly, changing the batteries every 6 months. I know for us, we're guilty of just waiting until it just beeps and says, hey, your battery's low, and then we change it. We're guilty of that. So being proactive with that.
Also, make sure it has on one of the dots, make sure it's glowing.
Yes, so then that's how you know it's
That
working.
one is not glowing.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh,
You're supposed
maybe not.
to
Yeah, I see it right
practice
here.
fire safety every day.
Every day.
The very
Well-
last one.
Well, right. I mean, practice fire safety every day.
Computer, why? Why every day?
Every day, so then that way you're not being around a flame, or you are not putting things in electrical outlets, right?
Jumping into
That's
a
true.
fire.
Jumping. All right, something else I want to share before they read another one is teaching your kids how to use a fire extinguisher. We were just at Costco yesterday, and they have fire extinguishers on sale this month. They also have smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors on sale at
What's
Costco, to be able to tell if there's gases, carbon monoxide, or yes. So hold on one second.
Here's one.
So if you don't have one, you can go to Costco. I bet Walmart has them on sale. I bet a lot of places have them on sale because it is October Fire Prevention Month, okay? When you have the fire extinguisher, make sure everyone knows how to use them. I remember as a kid, my dad showed us how to put out a fire with a fire extinguisher.
I
And-
learned from a show.
You learned from a show?
It was a show that was about puppies, but I still learned how to use the fire.
Good.
So
So,
pull the pin and then squeeze.
well, here, it's called pass. P would be pull the pin. A is right here. Aim low at the base. So you're aiming low at the base of the fire, and you guys can practice this at home. Even if you don't have a fire extinguisher, okay, practice, like pull the pin, aim it low, and then you are sweeping it back and forth like this. And then what else? Oh, and squeeze. First you have to squeeze it, right? Squeeze it and then sweep it. So you're going back and forth this way.
Pull, aim, squeeze.
Back and forth. No, don't scream. Back and forth. It didn't say scream anywhere. So what's the acronym? PASS. Pull,
Pull.
Aim.
Low.
Sweep.
squeeze, and
Squeeze.
weep.
And
Then sweep. Very good.
Weep.
Don't weep.
No,
Don't weep.
Don't say,
No.
Mommy, I can't figure it
All
out.
right, all right. So I just want to wrap up. Do you guys have any last fire safety tips?
Nope.
No.
I went through all of them. Oh,
Yeah, I think we did good,
yeah.
right? Alex, did you have any in here that we didn't go over?
Um,
What I want to share with you is as he's looking is we do have the fire safety collection for EduPlay Learning. It is a nice, big, thick one.
never go back into your house.
That's right. Never go back into the building. What else?
Tell your mom and dad to change the battery in
Yes, we
your
need
smoke
to do that.
alarms every year on your birthday.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't want to do it on my birthday.
Or a lot of times people say during the time changes, you know, in the different seasons and stuff.
Type the number of your fire apartment into your phone.
Oh, well, that's a good one. I don't have the fire department in my phone. I should do that. I recommend checking out local events that possibly have fire trucks, that have fighter, different, you know, stations.
A
And
lot of places have that.
yeah, like different community days. This is how we got this cup that we have. We've gotten fire hats, all of the fire safety, you know, booklets and badges and trucks. And,
fire safety
Oh yeah,
hats?
cool little truck.
well, those
badge,
probably
truck,
broke. They were plastic.
Things, cups.
So the other thing to think about is you can contact your local fire department if you have not had a chance to meet, and your kids can, you know, meet firefighters and see the trucks, make sure they're not scared, check out the equipment. The other thing I remember that we had an event, there was an event in Robinson in Pittsburgh, and it's kind of going to be like this. I'm going to share this example here. It's not like that, but it had like a big, you remember this? It had like a big house that was on fire, and the firefighter was there with you, and you were holding the hose and you were spraying it, and you had to put out the fire. You don't remember that? So I thought that was a cute little thing for the kids to do.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So this right here is an activity within the EduPlay Learning Fire Safety Collection. It's a game that your kids can play, putting out the fire with just a blue paper ball and red Solo cups.
You
If
could
you
also just do cups without these.
Right.
There is one thing you can do to make the game a little more fun.
What?
You can get a yellow cup. Get a
yellow paper.
No, get a yellow cup, a yellow paper cup. Cut the outside of it. Have little blue cotton balls. Add a black balloon, glue it, pull it back, and let go of the balloon, and it should launch those cotton balls.
Oh, that's right. We've
We
done that
also have
within
those
in our penguin
penguin.
collection, right? So we do that penguin poppers. But that's a good idea. You could definitely do that. I like that idea. Maybe
Do not use plastic cups.
No.
They will bend.
Yeah, paper cup. All right, so if you're interested to look over and discuss fire safety more with your kids, definitely check out the fire safety collection plan. This is perfect for ages 2 to 5, but there's definitely discussion points here that you could talk about with your kids, 6, 7, somewhere there. But what is included with these collections? There's Build-A-Book, so words, vocabulary, word cards, songs, letters to go over. This one is a fun matching game, uppercase and lowercase letters. And then there's also a safety, there's a number, fire truck here with number order. Here's a whole safety bonus part here. Let's talk about safety, knowing your info. So this is really important to go over with your kids. Their information, their name, their birthday, your phone number, maybe your husband's phone number, because a lot of times we have cell phones now. We don't have house phones. So they need to be able to get a hold of someone. Who's the first person, the number that they're going to learn first, and then learn your spouse's number as well.
For us, it was easier to learn hers for some reason.
Right, because we went over it a lot, right?
Yeah.
And then you had to learn Daddy's. Know their address, draw a picture of their house, practice, type, their phone numbers or, phone numbers to reach us, as well as 911, fire badge, a game, hot and not, so teaching your kids, what's hot, what's not. And then there's a recipe for a cute little fire truck craft, and then the flames for that. So as you can see, there's a lot in here. So if that is something that you're like, yes, I would love that, drop a fire truck, drop a firefighter, drop a flame, just type in fire and say, I would love more information on the fire safety collection. Yes, in the comments, wherever you guys are. I'm hoping that this is streaming on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and in our Facebook group. So whenever we are done, I'm going to check that all out and see if this was a success. And then join us next week on Tuesday at 2, unless something changes with my schedule. But we're going to come to you with different tips and tricks, and whether it's related to the podcast that I recorded for the week, or whether it's talking about an upcoming guest, or maybe it's just going to be a fun little tip that you can do with your kids at home. Maybe it's a fall sensory bin or a pumpkin throwing game, right? So we have lots of things coming up, so many fall activities that we want to share with you, and we are excited to do that. But I hope that you guys were able to take some of these fire safety tips and say, hey, I can talk to my kids about this. They can watch this video with you and be able to learn about fire safety, and then share other tips that you're like, hey, what about this? Here's an extra tip, or what do we do in this situation? And I'd be happy to, talk to you more about that. And the last thing that I want to leave you with today is grabbing your kids a piece of paper and creating a fire safety plan. So the activity here is for everyone to create their own fire safety plan, okay? So Ella might make the fire safety plan coming from her bedroom. Alex might make it coming from his bedroom. I might say, okay, here is our house. Here are the multiple ways that we can get out, and let's figure out what is the best plan for all of us. What if the living room's on fire? What door are we going to go out? If the dining room is on fire, what door are we going to go out? What if the hallway stairs are on fire. Where are we gonna go, right? So giving them scenarios and saying, what do we do in these situations? So I can't wait to see what your kids come up with, what you guys come up with. Definitely share pictures of your kids learning about fire safety in the comments, or always tag us at EduPlayLearning. We love to see your kids learning and growing. So I'm gonna let the kids finish drawing, but we're gonna wrap up. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at any point. And remember, oh wait, go ahead, you wanna tell them?
Don't forget to
like and subscribe. There we got some fireworks for you guys. All right, friends, remember, see each moment as a chance to learn, create, and have fun. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Why is my eye